Hey Pokémasters, it's Terramaster, that's Justice, and we're back with a part 2 of the Crown Zenith alt art tier list. Now this, to recap, is a art tier list based on the art of the card rather than any factor like playability, and we're going to rank cards S being the highest tier and D being the lowest tier. You don't want to get a D in life. Is there anything else you want to cover before we get rolling here?
Yeah, just real quick. You'll see the little V-star marker next to my head.
That's true.
That's because I got it at the end of last video, so I am keeping it for this video. If you haven't watched the first one, the V-star is when we just absolutely cannot agree on what tier to put a card in, and we're too far apart. We can activate our V-star power, overriding the other, putting the card in whatever tier we want, and then the V-star power will transfer to the other person and can go back and forth an unlimited number of times, however many times it's used. But yeah, I think that gets us going. Let's get right into cards, shall we?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. So first up is Magmortar. So I know we had some differing opinions on Electivire last time. This is Magmortar, its friend. Now Magmortar's front and center. I like this one a little bit better than Electivire just because I really didn't care for like the art style. I like this one a little more. What do you think?
I do like it. I like the Magmortar and the Electivire themselves, and the fire and the attack and all that's great. But I think the background, especially like above, is a bit like, why is it so blurry? Like maybe that's like intentional, but
it is for sure.
I do think it's a bit too much. Like I think it could have been a little more fleshed out, but I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
Okay, I think this is like fine, but nothing special. This feels like a C to me.
Agreed. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Slap it and see.
All right. Cool. All right. Next one up, we are gonna look at Magnezone. I'll let you start with this one.
I actually like this one a lot.
Okay.
It's right because it's one of those card arts that like it's showing you something going on rather than just like I don't know, like a like a nature shot or something. I know you really like those, but I like to see Pokemon kind of like showing off what they can do, like the Magmortar was in the other one. But I think this is a lot more of it because it's not just the Magnezone. You've got its pre-evolved forms too. So you're like, Magnezone been working in this factory its whole life. Let me tell you. So I think this is pretty cool.
Okay. So I agree with everything you said. I will say for me, kind of, I don't remember which card it was from the other time. This is also just kind of sensory overload a little bit for me. There's just so much going on and all the colors and all the shapes, and it's just like a lot, which I don't love. I know some people are probably fine with it. Some people aren't. I'm not. Where did you want to put this? I'll probably just agree with what you say.
I think it's decent enough to go into B.
That's fine. I would probably personally put it C, but I don't feel that strongly. I think B is fine.
All right, cool.
All right, let's move on to something that I like a lot more. You just talked about how I love the nature shots, which I really do. Manaphy has this amazing nature art. Again, I've talked about being a sucker for nature art, specifically being a sucker for like seascapes. This has both of those. It also does something that you and I both talked about liking in our previous video, where other Pokemon are on the card, but Manaphy itself is still very much the focus. So it shows it like interacting with other Pokemon, but still being the focus of the card. I absolutely love this art.
Me too. Yeah, no, this is gorgeous. I'm gonna struggle with the placement of this, so I'll let you tell me.
I feel like A is fair because it really S should be like a very exclusive club.
All right,
I don't know if it's quite there, but it's easily high A, if not S.
Yeah, easily high A.
If we get to like the end of this video and almost nothing is an S, I might just bump it up.
Yeah, that sounds fair, honestly. Yeah.
But we'll see. All right. How about our little sheepy friend? I know you're actually a fan of this evolution line. So how about Mareep here?
It's adorable.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Look at a little sheep. It's so happy.
Yes.
There's a little sheep is so happy and it's sparkling and its fur is like flawless is the word.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Agreed.
It's amazing. Yeah. Everything about this art is amazing.
Yeah, and the background looks really good too. It looks Yeah. I agree. I talked about it with the Bidoof and Bibro last time when the Pokemon themselves were like just cute and looking really happy and just enjoying being alive. It just makes me happy. So
it makes you feel the warm and fuzzy. So.
Yes, exactly.
So
A tier. I feel like we're both there. We're both on A tier.
Yeah, very high A again.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, let's move on to Mew V. This is an interesting one for me. I like Mew. I think Mew's a cool Pokemon. This is again not in nature. This is kind of showing it actually like showing up in human society, which is interesting for Mew.
Yeah.
The background's really nice, actually. Like if you're gonna show it in a city, this is a really nice looking city background. But I like that it still shows you like that Mew is like mystical. You know, it's got the sparkles and the wavy lines and stuff to show you this is still a mystical Pokemon in the city. I like the night sky behind it. I'm a big fan of this art, actually.
Me too. No, I think this is really well done. This is what I meant when I meant like background should have more detail. Like this.
Yeah.
This is the perfect like demonstration of that. So
yep.
Nice. Well done on this. This is really good.
Where do you want to put it?
This is a streak of A's, isn't it?
Right. It feels like it. That was almost like I was like, wait, are we doing too many A's? But I feel like it just is, right?
It just is, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, let's move on to Mew, not Mew V, just Mew. What do you got?
This is another perfect example of, hey, there's other Pokemon. There's a lot of other Pokemon.
Yes.
But it is very obvious that it's not just the center of the card, but it is the center of all of their attention too.
Yes.
Like they are all just like staring at the Mew, and it's very clear that is like I don't know what the story is here. You could make up a lot of different things, right? That Mew got hurt because that looks like a citrus berry, right? And they're making sure it recovers, like whatever that story is.
Oh,
like
that's sadder than what I thought. I just thought it was like sleeping, and they're all like, "Oh my god, there's a Mew here." Now you're making me sad.
Look, it looks like a citrus berry. If you watch enough anime, I think that's what
Maybe.
So
I'm still going with mine because mine's more pleasant, but yes.
Yeah, fine. Fair enough. Whatever.
No, I agree. I like this art a lot. I think it's very cute.
Yeah. I like it too. The art style is a bit different from like the past few A's we've done. It's like a little less like, modern. But I think it's still really good. Not every art has to be in that same modern style to be good.
Right.
So
where is this going?
Does the streak continue?
I feel like it does.
It does. It does.
Oh my god. Everything is A tier. Thanks for watching the video. See you guys next time. Oh man. All right. Let's move on to Mewtwo V-Star. So I'm of two minds on this one. On the one hand, this is some epic freaking art with the battle between Mewtwo and Charizard, and actually a couple other Pokemon even like getting swept up in it, which is really awesome. The only downside I have for this is kind of what I said in a couple others, and again, this is just me. This is just my brain. There is a lot happening here, and again, like sensory overload is a real thing. And I feel that a little bit on this card, but I don't know that's enough for me to actually ding it because I actually think this is really nice. Do you feel differently? Do you see it any differently than I do?
I think this time I'm gonna have to agree with you on the sensory overload. This is a bit too much for me. Like as I look at it, I'm kind of like, whoa, like kind of taken aback. So I don't know if that's the reaction they wanted, because if it is, like, well done, perfect.
Right, yeah.
But if it's not, then maybe you did a bit too much. Like, you could still have this battle scene with, like, I think less, wavy lines and such, as you call them.
Right.
and that would probably help a lot, would be my only criticism of it, is they can be fighting, but you don't have to have, like, there doesn't have to be beams shooting everywhere as much as I love beams.
Wow. Terramaster saying too many beams. That's how you know.
Too many beams.
All right. So I feel like we're on the same page then. I really like it. I like the battle, but yeah, there's a little just too much going on the art for me. So I think this is like very high B tier.
Agreed. Yep. You gotta ding it for as much as it is.
I'm trying to put, there it goes. All right. We may or may not reorder these things. We didn't last time. We probably won't this time if we're being honest. But as we go, if I feel like something needs to be reordered, I'll just do it. Sure. All right. What do you think about Miltank?
This is another one of those super cute ones.
Yeah.
Miltank is so happy. Look at all the food. It's got a feast. Looks like all to itself. And it could not be more excited about this fact. So shout out to Miltank for having all that food.
Do we need to talk
enjoy
about
it.
the fact that the cow is about to eat like a bunch of cheese and drink milk and stuff? It's like, yes, I created this. I did
It
this.
does well. It does have an attack called Milk Drink, so
Yeah.
it does not mind that at all.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yep.
Uh,
I like it a lot. There's I will just say where I want to put it. To me, this is high B tier. Just it's lacking a little something for me personally from A, and maybe that's just me being inconsistent and I just like some looks better than others. I don't know. But we're all about being superficial and subjective here. That's what this is for. So to me, this is high B tier. It just doesn't quite do it for me the same way like the Mareep or the Manaphy did.
I was gonna go low A or high B, but I think I'm gonna have to go with you.
Okay.
It's probably high B.
Okay. Cool. We'll do that.
Like it looks happy, but it doesn't look like absolutely delighted.
Yes, like the yes, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Speaking of sensory overload, we have Oricorio.
Yeah. What this is?
There is.
This is
there. So we have
this is your brain on teeter dance. I think. So. Woo.
What were those glistening droplets of exactly? Yeah, this is your Oricorio. This is your Oricorio on drugs. I don't know. There's almost like this is just me being super basic, but it's almost like I don't want to necessarily say like Picasso, but it's like very like disjointed, just a lot of like shapes and colors in the background. Like you see the Pokeball, but a lot of others just like random like lines and shapes and colors and
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't care for it. I like having a full art Oricorio. This is not the way I would have wanted to do it. It's probably I will say this, given that Oricorio is like very clearly like, you know, a cultural, you know, like Spanish flamenco, you know, kind of thing. This is probably related to that idea. I'm just not cultured enough to give you more detail than that.
I am not either. So
So given that neither of us are cultured enough to fully appreciate this, see?
yes.
All right, and now we're moving on to the first time I'm gonna have to use my V-Star power if the last video was any indication. Argent Form Palkia V-Star. If you watched the last one where we had Argent Form Dialga V-Star and Arceus V-Star in the same art style, you will know I wanted them both in S tier, and Terramaster has poor taste in art. So actually I'm curious, because this one, out of the three, I think the Pokemon is most easily visible by your standards.
Yes. This is the best one out of the three.
Okay. Now again, I don't need to say too much about this. The art is incredible, the style is amazing, the background is just epic as hell. This is easy S tier for me. Are you gonna make me use my V-Star power, or are you gonna, you know, finally realize the error of your ways here?
Look, the background just doesn't it's really good, but it's not.
You know it's right.
Yeah, all right, you can put it in S tier.
Yeah, let's go. You even get to save the V-Star. Yeah, this is easy. This is so easy for me. Okay. All right. Press. What do you got?
Oh, it's another little Mareep thing. It's so cute. I can't. I have to. It's the same points as Mareep.
Yep.
10 points to Paris.
Yeah.
Put it in A.
Yep. Agreed. This is very, very similar with the Mareep. Yep.
Yep.
It might just be very similar here. Let's go to Pikachu.
Yeah, I mean it's the same thing. There's nothing else to say.
Yeah, it's good detailed background. The Pokemon is having an amazing time. It's well illustrated. It's doing something very cute. Yeah, easy A tier with those two. Yep.
Okay.
And now because Pikachu is special, it's the mascot of everything. It actually gets 2 alternate arts.
It does, yes.
This one, however, is very different. This one, its attack is Wild Charge because it is leading a wild charge of Pokemon. There's a lot going on here. One might argue too much going on here.
Yes.
Potentially.
I think there's a lot of other Pokemon on this card, and I don't know that there's that they're adding anything to this. Like,
yeah,
an actual background would have been maybe better. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I like that Pikachu is like leading its forces into battle. Like, that's cool. I I agree that there isn't much of a background to speak of. It's just kind of overrun by Pokemon. But it's got some pretty good
Yes.
Pokemon with it. You know, it's got Zacian. You know, all right, that's what we got in Zacian. We got Inteleon. We got Azui and Zoroark. We got Crobat. We got the Urshifu. We got the Shadow Rider Calyrex. Like, he's got some impressive friends behind it.
It does, but it just I don't know. If that's what you wanted to show, I think there was a better way to show it. So
Yeah. Where are we in B and C tier? You're gonna put this in C, aren't you?
yes.
I kind of want to put it B, but I actually don't feel strongly enough about it. So C is fine.
Yep. Okay.
The video where no one uses a V-Star power. Okay. Let's move on.
We're
What do you
both
think?
playing EX decks. Why would we need that?
True. What do you think about Puchiana?
I mean, I think this is the same category of
Yep.
of Mareep and Paris, and
Yep.
we can just call it the Mareep category at this point, right? Because
Yeah.
there you
Oh,
go.
it is. It's similar art style. Everything we love about the other ones is the same here. Yeah, agreed.
Yep.
Okay.
Good pooch.
All right, let's move on to Radiant Charizard alternate art. I like this art a lot. I prefer this art to the original Radiant Charizard art. The original one is just, you know, like in a old like video game pose. This is actually like flying through. Again, we talked about, you know, that I'm a sucker for nature shots. I love a good aquascape. I love a good snowscape. So I really enjoy like the snowy mountains in the background. So I really like this art for Radiant Charizard. You have slightly different qualifications than I do. So what do you think here?
I think I'm always gonna rate a shiny Charizard art very highly. Like you'd have to really try to mess this up because this is Charizard is one of the really good shinies in Pokemon in general.
Yes, agreed.
Like it just looks so good with this color with the flame on its tail. Like it just works.
Yep.
So yeah, this is gonna go A.
So funny enough, I was actually thinking like high B. I really like it, but like
Just because it's not full card.
Well,
right?
I mean maybe, but also I think like some of our A's just have a little more detail, a little more going on that made us put them in A. Whereas
Well,
we
there's
both
just not
really
enough
like
space
this.
for that. Is my problem, right?
Oh,
Do we penalize
know.
the card for not having the space to really that the other cards do? I guess we have to.
Yeah, maybe. It could
All
have.
right.
I mean,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, slap it in B, I guess.
yeah. High B tier. High B
Put
tier.
a shiny Pokemon in B tier. All right.
All right, let's go to Raikou V. What do you think?
It's really good. Like this is how you capture what we talked about earlier with the Magnezone. Like this is how you capture what a Pokemon's abilities are. Right?
Yes.
This is Raikou. It can probably run super fast. So you're showing that off on this card, and I think you're doing a really good job of it, right?
Yep.
It's running so fast you can see its electricity like popping off of it. And the entire world around it is just a blur if you're trying to follow
Yes.
it.
Yep.
So yeah,
And
no,
like,
it's
creating this lightning storm. Yeah, I think it's absolutely perfect for Raikou. This
Yep.
is like everything I could like possibly want from a Raikou card art.
Yep. All right, so
are you
it's
on board?
everything A tier, and we just keep going.
I mean, this is almost like S for me. I don't actually know what a Raikou V could do more than this one is doing to be an S tier.
I don't see for S. It has to. You have to feel something special. I don't.
I do
I'm sorry.
with this one.
Huh?
I do with this one.
How strongly do you feel about that?
That is the question, isn't it? You know what? It's not fun if we hold them for the whole video. I'm doing it. I'm activating my V-Star power. Raikou V is going
All
S tier.
right, we made it.
All right. V-Star transfers to you, sir.
Thank you. That's what
so-
I wanted, huh?
Got him. All right. So, yeah, take us away with Rayquaza V.
There was a Charizard in the last video. Similar thoughts. I think it's like a little too much in your face. The Aura Sphere, whatever this is
Yeah.
cool, but like again, it's a bit too much in my face.
Back up,
I don't,
Rayquaza.
like, why are you like mouth agape coming at me like that? Like, oh, easy there. I don't know. I
Ready to
don't.
mess you up.
I don't love it. I don't love it. I've seen better Rayquaza.
Yeah,
So
I agree. I don't think it's like bad. per se.
It's not. It's not.
I kind of do like the focus on the attack. I think it does make it look menacing. I do think they could have done better with like its face to make it look menacing.
Yes.
The attack looks impressive.
Yeah.
Its face could use some work.
Yeah.
This feels like B to me.
It does. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. Oh, I realized it was a slightly different order. There we go. All right. There's Rayquaza V. I was like, why is it out of order? Okay. Let's move on to Rayquaza VMAX number 1 and 2. These are very similar card arts. There's 2 Rayquaza VMAX alt arts that are very similar. I don't think one is particularly better than the other. It's almost just the same thing looking in 2 different directions, which is super weird.
I do think one of them is better than the other.
Do you? Which one?
I think the second one that we're going to look at is better than the first.
Okay.
I just think that's a better angle.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't feel strongly about either one, honestly. They're both fine, but nothing like amazing.
Right. They're nothing special. I think that's just the Dynamax, Gigantamax arts in general.
Yeah.
Are just always like this. So
all right.
I don't know. I think the worst one should go in C, and the better one might make it B.
Really?
What do you think?
I don't know how you split these up. They're so similar. Like wherever one goes, I feel like the other needs to go. I don't know. They're so similar.
They can both go very high C then.
Okay, I'm fine.
If that makes sense to you.
Yeah. That's fine. That's fine. They can both go here. Get over there. Okay.
All
right. Next we have Regigigas V-Star. Now this is a card that is new to Crown Zenith, but we're using specifically the Galarian Gallery version since that would be kind of its alternate art, even though Crown Zenith is its first printing. So that's what we're doing here. So what do you think about this one?
Is it like moving an island?
That does seem to be the case, yes. It has tied some rope around it and is hauling it.
That's actually really funny. I don't know. It's a funny thing that it's doing, but the art style itself just
Yeah.
Like
the art style doesn't really do it for me. I agree that I think it's very funny that it's moving an island. Like through the sky, it looks like.
It's snow.
Oh no, it's through the water, right? Yeah, it's in the water, but like it has clouds around it. That's why I thought sky at first, which is I don't know.
It could be like a really high waterfall where there's sometimes clouds maybe. Close.
Yeah, because if you look at the bottom, it looks like maybe the water is. Yeah, so maybe. I don't know why it's trying to haul an island over a waterfall, but here we are.
This island needs to be taken down a peg.
I don't know. This one doesn't do it for me at all.
No, it doesn't.
Do we have our first D tier of this one?
I don't want to just because it's funny that it's pulling an island.
It is.
I think low C is okay. But
that's fine. That's fine.
Are we being too nice?
I feel like yes, but if you want to put it in C, then I won't argue it.
All right. It's a Riolu. This I think this goes into the Mareep category, but isn't this like a smidge below?
I don't know. That's a good question, actually. I mean, it is very similar. It is. The Riolu is very happy. We've got good detailed trees in the background. I think that's why, though. It's like in the air because it's jumping around. So we don't have like ground as part of the background. It's just the trees.
Yeah.
But like the sky looks reasonable, from the angle. I don't know. I don't think it's much different from any of the others. I feel like it's pretty much on par with the rest.
Yeah. Let's slap it in the A. Let's do it.
Get slapped into the A tier. All right. All right. Let's go to Rotom V. This art doesn't do a lot for me. I think it's like indoors. It looks like it's like in someone's apartment or something, and it's chilling. But like,
it doesn't do a lot. It doesn't. There's nothing that stands out about it, which is my problem with it.
Yeah, exactly. It has like the obligatory like green, purple, and pink swirls for anything involving the Lost Zone.
Yes,
because any card that has an effect involving the Lost Zone has those on it in some way, shape, or form. But yeah, I don't know. This just doesn't do anything for me.
Nope, me either.
Where do you want to put it?
Oh no.
Oh, is it time?
Oh, it's time.
It's time.
It's time.
All right. Sorry, Rotom. You're our
Sorry,
first
buddy.
member of D tier.
Ah.
Then we have Rotom V Star, which is the same thing. It's the same. Except it's less happy. Now it's sad because we put it in D tier.
That's even worse. All right, well, Rotom V is not alone.
Yep. There, you have a friend. It's yourself. Enjoy.
Oh God, it's getting more friends.
Yeah, Simisear V Star. The good part about this card art is it means Rotom is not the only D tier.
Yes.
I don't know what's happening here. I don't like it. This doesn't.
Civisear's let itself go. one too many citrus berries, dude.
Yeah. Goodness, I don't know what's happening here at all. I am not a fan of any of this.
Okay.
V stars usually like look at least somewhat menacing or intimidating, or like you get. I'm getting nothing. All right, whatever. Moving on. It's terrible. All right, Solrock. What about Solrock?
Solrock is cute. It harkens you back to the Lunatone.
Yes. Where
From
did we
last
put
video.
that Lunatone? Is the question.
Huh?
Where did we put that Lunatone?
Oh man, I don't remember.
I feel like it was B, maybe.
Dude, these Volbeat and Illumise are just out here like starting stuff. You know, they went and told that Lunatone.
Yeah,
like,
they're on the
Solrock.
Lunatone also.
That Solrock's talking about you. They came to this Solrock like, yo, that Lunatone said something about you, dude.
I feel like this has to be B. I'm pretty sure the Lunatone was B. It's the same card, but for Solrock.
Yeah, it's fine. It's
and if I'm wrong, well, call us out on it, I guess. I don't know, but like,
yeah, there you go.
If we were inconsistent, you can let us know in the comments. But yeah, I feel like this is a good B tier.
Yep.
All right, next we have Stoutland V. I'm generally a fan of any dog-related Pokemon, because dogs are the best. This one doesn't really do it for me, though. Stoutland as a whole, I've always been kind of lukewarm on, and this art in particular, like, you can barely see the background because it's just covered up by Stoutland's fat body.
Yeah, it's not impressive.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
It's just there.
It's not bad, but it's not impressive.
Yeah.
I think this is a very low C.
Yeah, I agree. Now we can go to the exact opposite. You want to talk about Suicune?
Yes. This is absolutely gorgeous.
Yep.
The Suicune itself staring off into the distance, probably creating whatever the event is happening in the sky, the shooting stars, the glaciers, the literal glaciers all around it. Just the snowy mist. It's great. All of it is great. Put it in S. Let's go.
Yep. Agreed. Wholeheartedly. I said I'm a sucker for a good snowscape and a nature shot. This gives me everything I could want from a Suicune card. This is an S tier for me. Absolutely.
Yep. It's just the way its head too looks like, it just makes it look like it's completely made of ice.
Yes.
That's
it looks super majestic, which is wonderful. Yep. All right. Swablu.
It's a happy bird.
Yeah. I mean, this is just kind of the same line as the rest of the stuff we put in A that looks like this. Right?
Yeah. It'll be very rare for any of these to be bad. So just keep that in mind.
It just goes. It just is.
Yeah.
Good job, Swablu. You did it. You're 18,
yep.
buddy.
You did it.
All right. Thievel. I'm gonna let you start this before I say.
So this card is, as it says on the card there, baffling. I don't know what's going on here. I guess it's a Thievel, so it's trying to be sneaky.
This feels like a very like film noir comic type of art.
Yes.
Which like makes sense for a Thievel, I guess. You know, it's like a little, you know, kind of like villain, little bit. You know, it's got the mask. It's a thief.
Yes.
That style has never been appealing to me personally.
No.
I get what they were going for. Like, into that style, this is good, right? This is good for that style. I just don't like it.
Me either.
So I try not to put things in D tier if I can, like, if there's a style and they nailed the style they were going for, I can't put it in D tier. That's too much. I don't like the style, so I want to put it in C. I think that's just me.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right. We're gonna go to Toxtricity. Um,
Um,
this is so I like the fact that they have these like different like musical Pokemon. You know, they have the Toxtricity, they have the Obstagoon, they have the Rillaboom there. They're like in a club, they're making music. That's all cool. I don't like the style of it at all. It's just weird. It I don't like it. I don't know. What do you think? Maybe you like it
I
more than
mean,
I
the,
do.
the style is very like to me, it's very rock band esque, and that's
Yeah,
kind of what they're going for. So
yeah,
I
yeah.
like
It
it.
is. It's like that like promo photo for their band or
Right?
something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
yeah,
Yeah, it's the album cover, man.
yeah.
So I don't know. I'm into it. I can see what they're going for, and I think they got it. So I think this can be a B. But
Okay, that's fine.
okay.
That's fine. Or I can argue with you to make you a V star.
Well,
I don't feel that strongly about it. Okay.
okay.
Turtwig.
It's a happy
Yeah,
Turtwig.
there's look, it's adorable. It has all the same criteria as the other one, as this whole series here. Just
Yes.
everything they did with this series is beautiful and it's wonderful. This is actually the last one
Yes.
of this. It obviously joins its friends in A tier. Okay.
Yes.
Oh hey, it's probably where I actually forced you to use your V star power. Zacian V.
Yeah, this is really trippy and weird and looks like a painting from when Zacian V was not V, when Zacian the Pokemon was like first born in Galar's lore of like 20 billion years ago or whatever. But
Yep.
so I don't love it.
Okay, so I like it for that reason. I think it makes so much sense for the Pokemon and with the story, with its lore. I'm not saying it's like S or anything, but I actually think it's really good for what it is. I actually really like the style for it.
I don't know. I'm
Where
just not a
where
fan
where do
of
you
the
want to put
style.
it? And I'm gonna tell you what it's gonna take to get it there.
I mean, I get what they're going for again, so I can't penalize it too much just because I don't like it, but I'm gonna have to put it in B.
Okay, this is an A tier easily for me.
Oh, oh. Okay, why?
Because of that, because it makes so much sense for the Pokemon. I think that they nailed what they were going for. It's really well done. It looks exactly like what it's supposed to be. It looks like that old style painting of like this mythical Pokemon that saved the region and it's like amongst its ruins. And there's a lot of really good detail despite it not being in that modern art style.
Okay, I get all that, but didn't we just penalize cards for not for even though they got what they went for, they just weren't to our taste,
Yes, but this is to
right?
my taste. I like this a lot.
Oh, I can't believe I'm doing this.
Do
All right, well, everyone's got to use theirs. We're
it.
gonna B star power to put Zacian in B.
All right. Sorry, Sword Doggo. I tried for you. All right. Now we're gonna move on to the other Zacian V. This one I feel less strongly about. I still just like Zacian as a Pokemon. Honestly, Sword Doggo is great.
Yes,
Um, the background is not a lot going on, but it does look appropriately menacing.
yes, it does.
And like the effects of it, like slamming down on the ground at like high speed, and the rocks coming up because of the force with which it's hitting the
Yeah.
ground, as it's like pursuing its target, presumably. That's all actually pretty good.
I think it is. Yeah. I think even the background you could like somewhat justify by the fact that like, oh, it's just moving so fast you
Right,
can't really
right.
see anything.
Yeah, yeah.
So I actually think this one's all right. I don't know, where do you want to put it?
I am between A and B. I'm not
Me
sure.
too. Okay. Well, we have to pick. I'll let you pick.
We did the other one dirty by putting it in B, so this is A tier now.
All right, cool.
All right, nice.
It is better than that one, so it works for me for it to
Easy,
be tier above.
easy.
Okay. All right.
All right. Now,
Ah,
Zamazenta
my
V.
eyes.
Now let's see if I have to use my V Star power immediately.
It hurts my eyes. Ah.
Okay. I am conflicted. I want to like this more than I do. Like, does that make sense? Like, again, it's like a different art style, which again kind of makes sense for what it is. I like the reflection on the water below it. That's really nice. It does
Mhm.
look regal. I agree that the color saturation is a little bit much for me.
It is a little bit much, yes.
B tier is fine.
Oh no, the color saturation makes this a C for me.
Yeah.
If they would have stuck to one color like they did with Zacian, like one, a primarily one color,
Yeah.
then you would have had me. But I don't. You took Zacian, which I already didn't like love, and they made it worse by saying sensory overload. So, you know,
Yeah. See, I would be fine if it was like the other Zacian was A and then this one was B. I'd be fine with it being a tier below, but like you drop that one down to B and then you want to put this one a tier lower. That feels rough for me. I might use a restart power just because like I feel like it should just be B tier. I don't know. I don't care about any of the rest. Screw it. It's a doggo. It can't be below B tier. B-star power activates!
Fair enough.
Regal stance has been used.
Yep.
It is Regal, and it is getting in there. I don't disagree with your points. Like, I would have liked to see the coloring done differently.
Yep. 100%.
But there's enough good here that I don't want it to be below B tier. So there you go.
Okay.
All right. Speaking of Zamazenta V, Zamazenta V.
This is once again better than the last one, I think.
Yeah. Agreed.
Just the absolute menacing look here is it's not going for Regal anymore. It's going for you want to back off.
Yeah, I'm about to mess you up. Yeah.
Yeah. So no, I like it for what it's trying to do. It's perfect. The background is actually, you could argue, even better than Zacian V, the one we put up.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's probably a good A.
Okay. But yeah, I'm with it. I think it belongs wherever the Zacian is. That's where this Zamazenta belongs. I'm with that. So yeah, that works.
Yeah,
for me. That's fine.
Cool.
Okay. We've got some Zeraoras to talk about. All right.
Yes.
Let's start with this first Zeraora V, which is this one. So I've now reordered to be in the correct order. This is gonna be my favorite one out of all, I think.
This one is pretty cool. Yes.
I like this one a lot. Again, it looks intimidating. It's showing like speed, but also it's like control over lightning. I actually like this a lot for Zeraora.
Yeah, the lightning sometimes, you know how the attack stuff can be overdone. We've seen cards like that. This is, I think, like perfectly complementing to the Zeraora here.
Yes.
I think this is how you do an attack on a card and do it well.
Yeah.
So like all credit there. Credit there.
I agree. This feels in a similar vein to the other ones we just did, the Zacian and Zamazenta. Like this feels the same to me. This feels like A.
Yep, agreed.
We're so nice. Look at all these Pokemon we're putting in A today.
Yeah,
nice
I know.
All right, let's go on to Zeraora VMAX, who has some friends.
What is it? Just a nest for baby electric Pokemon?
Apparently, yes.
That's really strange because isn't Dynamax supposed to be a temporary form?
It is, but you know, while it's big, it has friends.
All right. I mean, I just don't like that concept. So, like, I feel like Dynamax is something it should be doing during a really intense battle, not just like, hey man, you guys need a place to nap.
Right.
Like, what?
Yeah.
So that makes me want to go, no, that doesn't make any sense. Sorry.
Okay. See? Yeah. That's fine. I'm fine with that.
Okay.
All right. Next, Zeraora VMAX. Well, this one at least looks like it's probably in battle. But it's not doing anything.
It's not doing. It's just standing there.
It's just chilling.
It's not angry. It's not happy.
I mean, it looks like confident. I'll say. I would give it that. It is confident.
Yes, but I think there's better times where you could capture it. I guess than like the battle hasn't started yet, and it's literally just like staring at the opponent, waiting for a Pokemon to come out, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, what are you going to send out next? We're like, that's not what anybody wants to see.
Yeah, it's like it's fine. I don't know. I want to put it like low B tier just because at least it looks like it's in battle, and that's what we dinged the last one for and put it in C tier.
Yeah, fine, whatever. Be nice.
Although I'm not even confident on that. I could still put it
No.
C. I'm putting it C. No, that's too much. I'm looking at the rest
Yeah,
of the
put it in
lesser ones we
C.
have in B tier, and I'm like,
Yeah,
it's not as
yeah.
good as those.
It's not. It's not. That would be unfair to them. Fair enough.
All right, and to finish things off, we have two different Zeraora V stars. Let's start with the more blue one, and therefore the better one. It has more blue on it, so it's better.
Well, that's not why it's better. It's happy. And when do you get to see the V Star looking the Marie happy type of thing? That's great.
It is happy. It looks like it's doing stuff, right? I don't know exactly what, but something.
Yeah.
For sure. I think it's destroying whatever it's by, or maybe it's like absorbing its electricity. I don't know exactly what's happening here, honestly.
I would think the absorbing electricity makes more sense.
Yeah.
So
but like you look at the rails and like they're broken, so I don't know if it's like it looks like it's destroying it as it's like absorbing it. I don't know.
It's just collateral damage.
But it's at least showing some power, right? Which is good.
It is.
Yeah. This is I think this is B tier material.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay. And last but not least, Zeraora V-Star. Again.
It's not impressive at all.
It is not. It isn't doing anything. It's chilling. Again, it's got almost to me like I don't know why, but I immediately thought of like Sonic the Hedgehog vibes. Like doesn't have to necessarily be doing anything, but just like cocky, you know?
Yep.
Like come at me, bro vibes.
Yeah.
Which is like fine, but it's also not doing anything. So this feels like the same as the other Zeraora V Max. This feels like C tier, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Can't
all right, that does it. We did it. We have ranked all of the alternate art Pokemon, and if you didn't watch the first one and you're wondering, well, what about all of the others that you didn't do? We went for all of the full art / V Star, and we made an exception for Radiant Charizard, and we included him too. But that's really what we went for. We didn't do like all of the random like common, basics. We tried to keep it for like the mostly impressive stuff in one way or another.
Yes.
I feel pretty good about where we landed with everything. Oh, I did say we're going to come back to Manaphy. Last chance. Manaphy, is it A tier or is it S tier?
I think it's being the highest A tier is fine.
Okay. I'm with that. That's fine.
Yep.
That's fine by me. All right. Yeah, no, this all looks pretty solid actually. Where we have everything looks really good to me.
Yep. I mean, S is special, so not very many.
S for special.
Yes. S for special. See, there you go.
Yeah.
Yep. S for special, A for amazingly happy Pokemon. There you go. We did it.
Yeah,
got it.
Good. Yeah, no, I like this. All right. I had a lot of fun recording these videos.
I did too.
Yeah, this was good. So if you're new here, which you probably are, given this is our second video ever, just be aware, as we mentioned at the end of last video, we're doing a lot of Pokemon TCG related content. Not all of it will be like this. Some will be more on the casual / fun side. We will be doing things from the competitive angle as well. We're going to try to kind of encompass a large variety of stuff, give you some things you might expect from a channel covering Pokemon TCG and some things you might not. But will hopefully enjoy or have fun with. So if you haven't already, please do make sure to, like and subscribe, do all that fun stuff because we are a brand new channel. So everything does help. Leave us a comment down below. That also helps. But tell us, where do you think we really nailed it? Where do you think we were horribly wrong? And it was a travesty that we ranked a certain Pokemon card where we did.
Every comment helps fight the algorithm.
That's right. Help us defeat the final boss, the YouTube algorithm. But yeah, anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
No, this was fun. I'm looking forward to doing more like this, but also more like actual gaming content. We will be gaming.
We will in fact be gaming. Also coming up sometime next week, depending on my work schedule, I will have 2 booster boxes of Scarlet and Violet coming in, and I will be opening those live on stream here on the YouTube channel. So that should be fun. So look forward to that as well. You want to take us out, or you want me to?
Nope, I brought us in. I'll take us out.
Do it.
Alrighty. We will see you for the next video or for the stream, whatever comes first. But until then, Terramaster and Justice, we're out.